How's it going, everybody? Welcome to level 2 class. How's it going? Happy Earth Day. If you didn't know, the new moon is tonight at 7:22. So at 7:22, we have to all look out at the moon, or you probably won't see it, and howl at the moon and drum at the moon. And we give thanks for the Earth today, because it is the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. I know some of you have been here since the first class, which was just about 12 minutes ago. Right, Brandy? Brandy's in the corner over there taking on the chat world. So please feel free to communicate with her and ask questions. I think we're slowly getting our sound dialed in over time. We're always at the mercy of the bandwidth. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's take a moment to tune in to ourselves. Just put your hands by your side. And today, instead of focusing internally, just start off externally. Just go to the edges of your room. Maybe some of you are outside. Most of you, if you're drumming, respect your neighbors, probably inside. Start off way to the edge of the wall. What do you feel like? Just an inch or two away from the wall and the ceiling and the floor. What does the air feel like over there? What does it sound like over there? When you make your dooms, do you feel like the low end of your doom reaches the far end, the furthest end or corner of your room? Do the texts ring out there? Do they sing? You feel your vibrations moving all the way to every corner and every edge and every surface. What is it you're trying to communicate? Slowly bringing it closer to you, halfway from the wall to yourself. Does all that feel that as it compresses towards yourself, a quarter of the way closer to you? Then feel the edge of the wall just an inch or two from your skin. Taking in a deep breath within that and sitting up tall, lifting up the sternum and relaxing the shoulders, swinging your arms a little bit. And as you move, feel that wall become more of a bubble, and it's just becomes this kind of layer you wear on top of yourself, about an inch or two away from yourself. And then slowly try to make it touch your skin and feel all the cells on your skin and body tingle. Then bring that in through the fluid and muscles and cartilage and all the systems within your body. Into your bones and into the space, the center of your bones or the center of your being, and whatever way you think of it, the most inner parts of yourself. And then shooting that back out to the edge of the walls and even touching the walls, and feel how that communicates throughout your drumming session this evening. Move your arms in opposite directions. Give a shimmy in your shoulders, in your hips, and allow the shoulders just to go back and forth, nice and smooth, just like a dancer, right? We're not shifting the shoulders this way, we're just letting them rock and move out. That's it. Everything's loose and feeling your center as your power. Cable of energy moving up through the base of the neck into the shoulders, elbows, wrists. Pretend you're going to throw a ball for a second, and then use your non-lead arm, and then pretend your arm is a whip. And how do you get that whipping sound, right? And that last little part is going to be your tech or your doom as you create the tones, right? always pulling out this way, leading with your shoulder through the elbows, through the wrist, and going out that way. Yeah. Let's do a few little things in our drums. Pick up our drums for a second. Then we're going to go right into something. Pick up some beverage. Do that for a second. All right. So just this motion of turning the forearm down here as you lift it up, as you feel that, just for a second, just to open that up. So I'm just touching with the thumb and then these three fingers almost pivoting around the index finger, just for now, to loosen up that shoulder. And then just with one hand, nice and loose, and making a doom sound with this and these three fingers coming up. Just at your own tempo. It doesn't have to be in any steady tempo. Just to feel that as that loosens up and makes contact with the skin, you're really bouncing it. And then if you're slowing it up, you're going to do this, thumb, and then the three fingers up. Just on your own accord, just feel that. It goes going from slow to fast, but keep it tangential so there's never a jerk in it so much. In a way, we can do a roll sometimes. Sometimes it's nice just to warm up with a roll. Of course, you could just go back and forth, or you're going to get doom sounds, tech sounds with roll, paw sounds with roll. And sometimes for the speed, because your lead hand might be a little faster, you can go this motion this way, 1, 2, and then 3. And I might reach over to get more of a doom sound, right? So I could get like a kind of a timpani roll, right? What kind of roll would Johnny Carson like when he would come out, right? So in slow motion, thumb, doom, cow. Down, up, cut, 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 down, up, cut. And that might be a better way to do a roll. And just work on that. And then you can take it to the fingertips. Down, up, index, ring, middle, up, ring, cut, tech, tech, cut, tech, tech, cut, tech. Same process. Right? Or you can change it to a darker sound. That's it. And then just relax and open up the neck. Make sure you're not stuck anywhere. Awesome. Today, let's just jump into something different as a warm-up, okay? We're going to do, if you want to stand up and step, I think eventually this microphone is going to change soon. But for now, just to keep my feet, I want you to open up this piece called Graduating Meters. Wrote this the other day, thinking about you all. And we've done different hybrid rhythms over the years. You know, there was that one where it's a 3, 4, 5, 7, 1. Or sorry, it was a 3, 5, 7, 9, 1. You remember that one? This one was, we're just going to graduate it from 2s to 3s to 5, 6, and we're going to go all the way up to 15. Okay? But we're just going to, as a warm-up, we won't play the whole piece like now because it's kind of like an etude. Etude is kind of like exercises, but like in a semi-musical way that there's some logic or center to it. So a lot of composers over time have written etudes. Then you could use these as little pieces for a larger piece. Like one little section of this might be good for that ecstatic verses that we did, or the Kashnamar piece, or something like that. So, and the idea to do this, to really lock it in, is to think in to pulse the quarters. You don't have to at first. Like for example, if you look at the one that says 5/8, is called Graduating Meters, right? The 5/8 one is doom ka tek ka ka doom ka tek ka ka doom ka tek ka ka doom, right? You could pulse it doom ka tek ka ka doom ka tek ka ka doom, right? Or you could pulse it doom ka tek ka ka doom ka tek ka ka doom ka tek. And the next level is to split it between the feet, which would be a doom ka tek ka ka doom ka tek ka ka 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3. Right, and it would take 4 of these to come back on the one. So the one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1, 2. really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doom, doom, doom. Does that make sense? It'll be 10 big quarter notes as opposed to and 4 groups of little fives, so that your lead hand comes back with whatever foot you started with. Capiche? So we're just going to play with these. We're just going to do them till I feel like you got it, and then we're going to move on to the next one. Then we'll do it like where you could do it. The idea is to do each one 4 times ultimately, okay? So let's just start with the first line. So first we're going to get our pulse in there, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. So don't forget when it's a 3, it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, right? So this is not gonna change. Here we go from the first one, the 2, 8. 1, 2, and you just repeat it. We're gonna go doomka, doomka, doomka. You all got that? Just 8 more times. Just relax into it, and there's your pulse. Now the 3, 8. Doomka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka. There's many ways to think of it right here, right? There's 3 things happening. The pulse, right, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, left foot. There's little 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. How many come back to the 1? It's 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. And there's the quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feel all that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. Good. Let's go to the 4, 8. Here we go. Doomka, teka. That's easy because your lead hand just is with the feet. Doomka, teka, doomka, teka. 4 more. And then the 5, 8. 5, 8, here we go. And doomka, teka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, teka. The 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doomka, teka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, teka. 4 more of these. Doomka, teka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka. Good. 6, 8. Doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, teka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what are the big quarter notes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more set. Doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, teka. Good. Now we'll do the 7, 8. Here we go. Doomka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the And it's always 4 of that rhythm to come back on the 1. Watch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the 1. One more round. And then we'll go to the 8, 8. Here we go. And doomka, teka, doomka, baka, doomka, teka. That just takes 4 beats to come back to the 1. Tek, doom, ba. Right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot. Easy. Now, if you notice, when we get to the 3s, the 6s, the 9s, the 12s, and the 15s, I keep those all in groups of 3. There's some law to the way I put this all together. Let's do the 9, 8. 2, ready, and doomka, ka, teka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, ka. Here's back to the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 1, ka, ka, teka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, paka, ka, teka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, ka, teka. Recount the 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's do the 10. Doomka, teka, doomka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, teka, doomka, ka, paka, ka. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Doomka, teka, doomka, ka, paka, ka, doomka, teka, doomka. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back make sense? 4 more. Doomka deka, doomka kapaka, doomka deka. 2 more. Doomka deka, doomka. And then we'll do the 11/8. Here it comes. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2. Here's the top. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka. Good. 12. Here we go. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka. That's a landing spot. Teka, doomka kapaka. 1 2 3 4 5 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. There's a few of them that take 6, right? The 3, the 6, and the 12. 4 more. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka. 2 more. Then look ahead to the 13. 13, here we go. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka. Again, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka. 1 more. 14 and doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka. That's a lot easier, right? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 3. Keep going. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 1 2 3 4 5. 2 more. Doomka teka. 1 more. And then the 15. Here we go. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka. Back to the one right here. Doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka, kapaka, doomka teka, doomka kapaka, doomka teka. Ready and stop. Yeah, that 15, you just have to trust it. You're just doing the 3s over and over and over. You just have to trust it. Trish, I even felt Trish sweating on that one. I know she got it, but it's there. You just got to hold still on that one. All right. So now we'll do it a little bit slower. Now let's do it. So there's going to be 4 on each. All right. Is there any questions about that from there? Does it all seem okay? It's just a different kind of, and then, you could obviously make one. The next one I'm going to make is going to be the 3 2. So the 5/8 will be 1 2 3 1 2 1, and the 7/8 will be 1 2 3 1 2 1, and so on. But just want you to focus on this one for this week, because I have a few other things in store for you. Have some of you been practicing? Well, actually, I know a few of you have been practicing the quarantine castanets, because I got some messages about that. Thank you. It loves to be played, that rhythm. That's what it's there for. Okay. Ready? We're gonna do it slower, right? 1 2 1 2. So when we get into the 10s and stuff, don't forget, even when you get to the 10, I am not thinking 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. And I'm just trusting in my feet. If you want to stand up, then just stand up and play it that way, okay? And then the stepping can be the walking that way. Okay, going to be 4, and then we're going to take it right from the 2 8. 4 of each bar. Here we go. So 1 2, ready, and doomka 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 switch, and doomka ka doomka ka doomka ka switch, doomka teka doomka teka doomka teka. 5 doomka teka ka doomka teka ka doomka teka ka doomka. 6 doomka ka teka ka doomka ka teka ka doomka ka teka ka doomka ka. 7 doomka doomka teka ka doomka doomka teka ka doomka doomka teka ka doomka. 8 doomka teka doomka paka reset. Teka, doomka, baka, doomka. 9/8. Doomka, ka, teka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, and doomka, teka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, teka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, teka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, teka. 11 and doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka. 12 doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka. You can use that one to reset also. Doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka. One more. Look ahead to the 13 and doomka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka, ka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka. 14 and doomka, doomka, teka, teka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, doomka, teka. Sorry, doomka, doomka, teka, teka. Here comes the 15. Doomka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka, ka, teka, ka, doomka, ka, baka, and stop. Woo! All right. We'll do it faster ones. But first, if what were the ones that were making you hiccup? I think maybe the 10/8 was a little bit. It wasn't like we've been doing the ecstatic verses last few weeks, which was 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3. This one's a little easier, but you just have to know it's coming because it's a 1 2 1 2 and then a 1 2 3 1 2 3. The 10/8 is doomka teka doomka ka paka ka 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 1 2. Doomka teka doomka ka paka ka 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 doomka. Okay, the 11/8 definitely have to really feel it. We've done 11/8s like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1. But this one's different. It's 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Let's try the 11/8. 1 and 2 and ready and go and 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Doomka teka ka doomka ka baka. Doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doomka teka. Now let's do it the stepping. 1 2 11 8. Doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doomka teka ka doomka ka doom. Okay, you got the 12. 13 it's just like the 11, except there's an extra doomka in there, an extra group of 2. Look at that for a second. And actually makes it easier because you get that double doom to lock in. So just count to 4 and we do it. The 13. 1 2 ready and doomka doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doomka doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doomka doomka teka doomka ka baka ka doomka doomka teka ka doomka ka baka ka doom. Right, and the 14 is something new. It's 4 groups of 2, then 2 groups of 3. Doomka doomka teka teka doomka ka baka ka doomka doomka. But that one feels like the straight man in this situation. So, and then you have doomka ka doomka ka teka ka doomka ka paka ka for the 15th. So you just have to hold on to that. I know I could do it once with just accenting that, but I think it's okay. I think it's good to keep the stepping on this one. All right, I think that's just part of the etude. I think we'll take it just a teeny bit faster than last time. Okay. 4 on each. You know what? Yeah. Count to 4, 4 on each. Here we go. 1 2 ready and doomka 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 switch and doomka ka doomka ka doomka ka 4 doomka teka doomka teka doomka teka 5 doomka teka ka doomka teka ka doomka teka ka 6 doomka ka doomka paka, doomka deka doom. One more, look ahead to 9. Here we go. Doomka ka deka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka deka ka 10. Doomka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka 11. Doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka 12. Doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka deka. Good. 13 and doomka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka deka ka. And then 15 doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka doomka ka deka ka paka ka doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka 1. All right, that's a lot of work, but you can get it to a place where it's easy. Uh, and you kind of, unless you just do on each one, you could do 2 times each, right? Doomka, doomka, right? Doomka, 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 ka, doomka, ka, doomka, deka, ka, doomka, deka, ka, doomka, But if you're going to step, you need to do it on the fours, or then you could step it as 16th notes, like doomka, deka, ka, doomka, deka, ka, doomka. Then you'd actually need 8 to come back on 1. That's if you do it super fast. Should we just do it once fast just for fun? Then you have it. You have it on tape, and you could go back, slow it down. But we have this version. We'll do it 4 times. So the 7. Let's see. That sounds like a good tempo. It's not the step though. We could do it. Right? 4 on each. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and doomka, 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 switch. Doomka, ka, doomka, ka, doomka, ka, switch. Doomka, deka, doomka, deka, doomka, deka. 5. Doomka, deka, ka, doomka, deka, ka, doomka, deka, ka. 6. Doomka, ka, deka, ka, doomka, ka, deka, ka, doomka, ka, deka, ka, doomka. 7. Doomka, doomka, deka, ka, doomka, doomka, deka, ka, doomka, doomka, deka, ka. 8. Doomka, deka, doomka, paka, doomka, deka, doomka, paka, doomka, deka. Good. 9. Doomka ka deka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka paka ka doomka ka deka. 10. Doomka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka doomka. 11. Doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka. 12. Doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka. 13 and doomka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka deka ka. Good. 14. Doomka doomka deka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka deka deka doomka ka paka ka doomka doomka deka deka paka ka doomka doomka deka deka doomka ka. 15. Doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka doomka ka doomka ka deka ka doomka ka paka ka. Yes. Thank you. I know that was fast for some of you, but it's there. You have it. We work through it. You know how it can go, and you could do whatever you want. You can mix and match them. You could say I want to do the threes, fives, the sevens, and the nines, and so on. And work that way. 11s and 13s. You could say I want to go I want to do just the threes. You know, I don't want to go to 3 8, then a 6, and then the 9. 1, 2, 3. Then you could think of those as dotted quarter rhythms, right? The 6, the 9, the 12, and then the 15. That becomes, they all become, so then it becomes a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. If you're thinking about the 3, the 6, the 12, and 5, how many pulses there are of the underlying cells. Right? if we do it that way. All right, shake all that out. And that's really good. So as you start to develop and play in odd times, it comes in different ways. So give me your feedback about that. I'll do it next week. We'll do the one. Maybe we'll review this one. If you promise to practice it, we'll review it next week. Oh, Deborah's going to practice. And then we'll do the ones with, I'll write another one for the 3 and the 2, just because I love you so much. All right. And there's no questions about that? Brandy, you cool? Sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Her car broke. That's funny. Her car broke, Trish says. Sometimes my car breaks too. So let's go into our quarantine castanets piece. Raise your hand if you've worked on it this week. Aha. Okay. I see a few of you have. All right. And for this one, we need our rolls. The second section, the A section, we don't need the rolls. And I'll also show it on the tambourine. I know some people were having fun doing it on tambourine. Originally, it was kind of written for that. Then the rolls are going to be different on each. So in the B section, let's just do a couple of roll things. How are we going to do a roll? Like there's always one before it. The rolls are always before a tech. Right? If you look at the B section, number 1, doom. So if we just do the roll first, right? You can use all 4 fingers or 3 fingers. You can start on the pinky or the ring. Right? Let's do it with your lead hand first, even though we're not going to do the roll on this hand, but just to get the feeling, it's pinky, ring, and then you want to throw the whole finger on there, all 3 pads, pinky, ring, middle, index, right? Last week we did a whole bunch of drills. Actually, maybe we should do that right now. If you can choose to do this, putting the drum between your leg or putting it this way, we go pinky, ring, middle, index, and then pinky, ring, middle, index. Pinky, ring, middle, index, pinky, ring. And notice how I'm throwing the finger on the drum. Pinky. 5, 4, 3, 2, 5. Those are the finger numbers. But you can think 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All the pads on there. So the first pad is inside. Pinky. Right? And accent the ones first. Pinky. Pinky. 1, 2. And then accent the 2, the index, the ring. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinky, ring, middle, index. And then accent the 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love this exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 4 on the index. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a beautiful exercise to play on classic style rick or any handheld drum. Right? Once again, I'm playing in the middle of the drum on the rick. I might play that pinky just so that top joint is on the edge, just to get a sound. But other times, I'll just reach in the middle. For now, for the practice, go into the middle because it'll be useful for other drums. Right? So you're going tech, 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 cock, 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 tech, 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 and then accent the 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then accent the 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the ring. Middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the index. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tut, 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 tut. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, do 4 of each. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then if you're playing on your lap, you can do it this way too. You can reach over. If you don't, at first I would practice it between my legs. It's just easier and just loosens up the muscles in here, right? And it gets your muscles knowing where everything is rooted at. If you just always practice it here, things might get stuck. You have to understand the natural flow and where your muscles want to originate. So this way, how do you do this one? Tut, 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 tut. At first you can, let's just do the same way we've been doing, then I'll jump into that. It's going to be pinky ring, middle, index, pinky ring, middle, index, pinky. I'm throwing that. I'm reaching to the center of the drum, by the way. And I'm focusing on the center of the finger, not just the tip. There won't get much sound that way. My rolls, my 5-stroke rolls will sound like that, will be that. I'm reaching towards the middle. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm actually starting with a ka on this one, doesn't matter which one. Ka, 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 tech, 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 tech. Pinky ring, middle index, pinky ring. Accent the 1, 1, 1, and then accent the 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then eventually, if we do a roll, pinky ring, middle index, tech. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Da 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 da. 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 A little faster. Okay. And then you get to a point where it's about here. You keep the tempo the same, and then you just roll them all. They're on the cog of a wheel that way. I'm reaching it with a pinky first, and sweep to the side in slow motion that way, putting as much distance as I can between each finger. Good. And do the same thing going this way. Good. You don't want to, if the pinky's too much, you would just start with a ring. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you keep the that tempo. You just roll those 3 fingers. Now it's a 4-stroke roll or a 5-stroke. 4 in one hand, 1 on the other. So in relationship to this piece, if we just go like this, roll tech, tech, roll tech, tech, roll tech. You reach in and you come out. Roll tech, got tech. It's getting that tech. Roll tech, got tech is the hardest part. Let's do that much. Roll tech, got tech. 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 Roll tech, got. Look how I come back up for the ka tech. Roll tech, got tech. Roll tech, got tech. Don't be afraid to reach into the center of the drum. Right? Now if we change the tech-a tech, the tech-a tech into tech-a tech-a tech, roll tech-a tech-a tech, that's where it's at. Oh, huckleberry pie. The tech-a tech-a tech. That's it. Roll teka teka pa. Roll teka teka pa. Roll teka teka pa. Cool. And then we're also gonna go doom. Roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka 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 doom. Roll teka teka pa. 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 Roll teka teka doom. Roll. Let's try this one. Doom roll teka teka. Roll teka doom. Doom roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka doom. Doom roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka doom. Doom roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka doom. That's it. Doom roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka doom. Doom roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka doom. Doom roll teka teka tek. Roll teka teka doom. All right, awesome. And then we're gonna, and then sometimes you're gonna do a pa after the, a roll before the pa is really a nice sound. Sometimes if you go like doom roll pa 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 pa, doom roll pa 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 pa, doom roll pa 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 pa. And on this one we have in this, if you look at line number 2 in the B section, doom roll pa pa ka doom ka pa pa ka pa pa ka ka doom roll pa pa ka doom roll pa pa ka. So if you look at the doom roll pa pa ka ka, doom roll pa pa ka ka, doom roll pa pa ka. Let's repeat that. Doom roll pa pa ka ka, doom roll pa pa ka ka, you throw an extra papa kaka at the end, and you get doom roll papa kaka, doom roll papa kaka, papa kaka, doom roll papa kaka, doom roll papa kaka, papa kaka, doom roll papa kaka, doom roll papa kaka, papa, doom roll papa kaka, doom roll papa kaka, papa kaka. Well, in the piece, it'll make itself clear. And then if we do the last line, if you notice the beginning of the first three beats or the first four beats of every line in the B section, 1, 2, 3, 4, are all the same. So are they in the A section, of course. It's the last four beats that change. And the hands don't change between the first and the third at the end and the second and the fourth. They're the same, they're just different tones. Same hands, but just different tones, right? So instead of going doom roll pa pa ka, doom roll pa pa ka ka pa pa ka ka, on the second one, on the fourth line, it ends doom roll doom tek ka, doom roll doom tek ka ka, doom tek ka ka. It makes more sense with the quarter notes or the eighth notes now. 1 and 2 and ready and go, and doom roll doom tek ka, doom roll doom tek ka ka, doom tek ka ka, doom roll 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 doom tek ka ka, doom tek ka ka, doom roll doom tek ka ka, doom roll doom tek ka ka, doom tek ka ka. It almost doesn't make sense at that speed, at that slow speed, but we'll build into it. All right.
Could you demo that on Rick, showing which fingers you're doing the?
You're talking about classic style? I'm not going to do that. The castanets will come in a second, all right? But are you talking about the classic style? Let me do a classic style, or it'll be the same handheld style. Then I'll do the other part. That's different. That's the B section for tambourine. So if you're doing it handheld style on the B section, right? Doom roll tekka. Let's get our tempo first. So doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom tekka ka doom. So just doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom. That much. Doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom. So now I'm not going to use the pinky because I get more of a crispy sound starting on the ring. That much. Doom. Again. Say what? Yeah. Doom. Doom da da tekka tekka tek da da tekka tekka doom. Doom. Doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom tekka ka doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom tekka ka doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka. I'm just repeating the first four beats of line one. If we want to do all of line one, it's going to go like that. On the B section, it's going to go doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom tekka ka doom roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka doom. Again, 2 and 3 and 4 and doom roll tekka tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom tekka ka doom roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka doom. Tekka tek roll tekka tekka doom tekka ka doom roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka doom. So I'll do the zills in a second. If you're playing in handheld, it'll be basically the same. Tekka doom roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka tekka pot roll tekka doom. we'll get to that in a second. I really just wanted to focus on just playing rolls. Now we'll get into more of building the piece, but it makes more sense to build the piece from the A section because you want to get the feeling, and then the rolls just get thrown in. We'll get to the tambourine in a second. All right. So, no matter which instrument you're playing, you're playing handheld. On this one, it doesn't matter about the rolls. So you could play it on this one. You would play, if you're playing on here for the A section. Dinka teka 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 dinka kaka dinka teka teka paka teka teka paka teka. So all the small tekas are going to be on the zill. Let me play it this way for now, just so we get the feeling of the rhythm. Then we'll add all the fancy rolls. Oh, did you look outside? Holy smokes, we got so carried away with our rolls. It's 7:30 something. So the new moon is upon us. 7:22 is the new moon. Doesn't matter what your daylight or standard time zone is. It's all, the moon is there doing its thing. Let's give a drum roll for the moon. Actually, I came up with this rhythm walking under the moon, so it's very fitting. If you need to get a moon drink, go ahead. We'll wait for you. Make sure you bring enough to share. Put out some good intentions this evening. Before you go to bed, I know you're all going to go to bed really good. All these teka-tekas in your head. All right. Let's just sing the first line. We'll do it slow once. All right, count to 4. A section number 1, just the first line, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka teka teka paka teka teka paka teka doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka paka. That's it. One more time. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka teka teka paka. Let's do number 2. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa kaka. So you got to get this one right. It's the last 4 beats of line 2. 1 and 2 and ready and go and doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka. Let's loop that. Doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa kaka doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka. Papa kaka doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa kaka doomka papa doomka papa kaka papa kaka doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka faster doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa kaka doomka papa kaka doomka papa. The count is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 again. Doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa kaka doom. Awesome. While we're at that, let's do the last 4 beats of line 4. Same hands, just different tones. Doomka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka doom tek and doomka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka doom tek kaka doomka doom tek kaka. That's a great one. Good. Let's do all of line 4 because line 3 is just like line 1. So total repeat job. Line 4. 1, 2, ready, and doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka again 4. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doomka doom teka. Good. We got to get this 4. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doom teka doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka and stop. I'm gonna have good dinner tonight. All right, let's do the A section, okay? Let's just plow through it because we could break it apart, line by line. We did it last week a little bit, so I just want to get because the whole musical flow will make more sense if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's loop the A section. Then we'll add the rolls in, okay? We got the last parts of 2 and 4, which are really the hardest parts. All right. It's a little bit slower so we get it right. Right? Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka teka teka paka teka teka pa. Second line. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka papa ka doomka papa. Third line. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka teka teka paka teka teka paka. Fourth. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doomka doomka. Top. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka teka teka paka teka teka paka teka doomka teka 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 doom teka doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa kaka doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka teka teka paka teka. Fourth line. Doomka teka 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 doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doomka doom teka ka doom teka ka doom. Okay? Does that make sense? Then you could just play that. When we add these rolls in there, whenever it says an R, you can just play the ka, like in the previous part. Even as we're playing, it just seems like that's just a lot just to hang on to that. Don't sweat the rolls. I'm going to do it once with the rolls in the B section just because we're so hot on that. You'll see how the rolls come in, and then I'll explain the Zill part, okay? B section. Dun, dun. So it's the same exact. We're not going to change anything in there except we're going to add a roll instead of a ka basically after the dooms on the first bar of each line and after the text, right? And then they'll come in later too, after the dooms. And then a couple of pause, but it all makes sense. Right here at this tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just play it through just while it's in our blood. Here we go. B section. 1 and 2 and ready and go and doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll teka teka pot roll teka teka pot. 2 doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll papa ka doom roll papa ka papa. Doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll teka teka pot roll teka teka pot teka doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll doom teka ka doom roll doom teka. One more time. Doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll teka teka pot teka teka pot roll teka doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll papa ka doom roll papa papa ka doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka ka doom roll teka teka pot teka teka pot roll teka doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka doom roll doom teka ka doom roll doom teka ka doom teka ka doom. Right? Doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom roll. So let's get into the tambourine now. If anybody has one, you should do it. It's fun. Pull out a pizza box and insert some poker chips or whatever, however you can manifest it. You can also just, you can also play classic style, which means you could do it on anything. But now the roll is going to shift to your tech hand. So if I'm playing it in this way, it'd be doom roll. ka roll ka teka paka roll ka teka paka teka doom. But for now, I'll demonstrate it on the zills. So in really slow motion, those first 3/8 notes, doom ka. Right? But in slow motion, doom ka teka teka. Just those two beats. Doom ka teka teka doom ka. The roll is ring, middle, index, cut. One. So really a great a thing to repeat over and over would be roll cut teka, roll cut teka, roll cut teka, da 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 da. Does that make sense? And then if you're playing on an instrument like this, it's a great lick. Or if you're playing it on this, you will go, you go. So the roll has a different sonic character. I'm not. I could do that too on the inch, but you wanted to spit out like castagnettes. You can just do that over. On this particular ones, because I want that sound, I would start with my ring finger, not my finger. For this one, when you're rolling into the tech, that's different. You want like more of a roll into it, like an embellishment. This is part of the rhythm. If you had the eighth note beforehand, it goes doom kat roll ya tek tek doom kat roll ya tek tek. And you can bring it back to the tambourine. I'm just shifting it here to show you how you can do it. We're going to just take those first two beats again. Doom kat roll ka teka teka doom ka 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 roll ka teka teka. That's a fine rhythm all by itself. Doom ka roll ka teka teka doom ka roll ka teka teka doom ka. Let's do that. Let's take it right to the next doom on the fourth beat. We go doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka. Some of those of you who are naughty, you just keep going and playing the rest of it, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to throw anybody off. That's the beautiful thing about the live streaming. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka. One more. Doom ka roll ka teka. Now add the last beat. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka roll ka teka teka. Now let's go on to the next line, part line. Doom ka roll ka teka paka. Let's do the last four beats of the first line, which is the same as the last four beats of the third line. Doom ka roll ka teka paka roll ka teka paka. Loop. Doom ka roll ka teka paka roll ka teka paka teka. Roll ka teka paka roll ka teka paka teka doom ka. See that whole first line? Let's loop that. 1, 2, ready, and doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka roll ka teka paka roll ka teka paka again. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka roll ka teka paka roll ka teka paka doom ka roll ka teka teka doom ka roll ka teka paka roll. Let's go on. 2. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka pa pa ka ka doom ka. No roll for you on that one. 3rd. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom. Then doom ka. 4. Doom ka roll ka teka teka roll ka teka doom teka ka doom ka doom teka ka doom ka doom teka ka doom teka ka. So the end of the second and fourth line are the same exact as the A section. No roll for you there, okay? because you need your lead hand to do that. All right, does that make sense? On that the fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth beat of line number 2. Doomka papa kaka, doomka papa kaka, papa kaka, doomka papa kaka, doomka papa kaka, papa. So let's do the B section once. It's going to be up to you. If you play it on tambourine or on the side saddle. You could play it handheld also on the frame also. We'll do it 3 times, one way each time. First, let's do it on the WAP of your WAG. All right, B section. I'm going to do the first one with the roll. That voicing. All right. Sorry, the new moon is making my tongue do weird things. All right. And not too fast, because I really want you to find out where those rolls belong. One to all of the B's section. Doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, tekka, tekka, pot, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, papa, kaka, doom roll, papa, kaka, papa. 3, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, doom, tekka, doom roll, doom. Let's do that again. 1, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, papa, kaka, doom roll, papa, kaka, papa. 3, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, tekka, tekka, pot, roll, tekka, doom roll, tekka, tekka, tek, roll, tekka, tekka, doom, tekka, doom roll, doom, tekka, doom roll, doom, tekka, doom, tekka, doom. Should we try it handheld? Okay. For this one, I might focus more on the ring finger. But if the pinky wants to go in there, it's fine for the rolls. Just get your rolls. Just right, how are you going to play? Reach up with the pinky. Reach up, and then come back down for tekka tek. Roll tekka tek. Roll tekka tek. Roll tekka tek. Roll tekka tek. Tekka tek. Roll tekka tek. All right. Dun, 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 dun. All the B section. 1 time with this. 2 times. 1, 2, ready, and doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll tekka tekka pot, roll tekka tekka pot, roll tek doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll papa kaka doom roll papa kaka papa doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll tekka tekka pot, roll tekka tekka pot, roll tekka doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll doom tekka doom roll doom. Again, doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll tekka tekka pot, roll tekka tekka pot, roll tekka doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll papa kaka doom roll papa kaka papa doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll tekka tekka pot, roll tekka pot, roll tekka doom roll tekka tekka tek, roll tekka tekka doom tekka doom roll doom tekka doom roll doom tekka doom tekka. Good. Now you can keep playing with that, but we're going to do it with the tambourines now. You might have been playing the tambourine the whole time, which is fine because we can't hear you that much. All right. Now you're going to put the roll on the tek now, not on the ka, but you can play it the other way too. It's up to you, but I'm just going to demonstrate it on here. B section for tambourine or whatever. 1, 2, ready, and. Dunka tilia tika tika tilia tika dunka tika dunka tilia tika paka tilia tika paka tika dunka tilia tika tika tilia tika dunka doomka papa kaka doomka papa kaka papa. Third doomka tilia tika tika tilia tika doom tika doom roll tilia tika paka tilia tika paka tika doomka tilia tika tika tilia tika doom tika doomka doom tika doomka doom tika. Top again. Dunka tilia tika tika tilia tika doom tika dunka tilia tika paka tilia tika paka. Dunka tilia tika tika tilia tika doom tika dunka papa dunka papa papa. Dunka tilia tika tika tilia tika doom tika dunka tilia tika paka tilia tika paka tika dunka tilia tika tika tilia tika doom tika doom tika doom doom tika doom tika. Woo! So many notes. If you have to go howl at the moon for a second, do it. So let's do the C section. The C section is kind of self-explanatory after all that, because it's just a long wahda at the beginning. And then all the ends of the phrases of the 1, 2, 3, 4 are the same as the ends of the phrases of the 1, 2, 3, 4 of the A section. Is it going okay? Cool. All right. Right? You can think of it of 4 groups of 3 and then a 4 at the end. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Right? Does that make sense? Let's do it. Since I'm on the tambourine, we're gonna play there because you could really hear it on the tambo. It's kind of fun with the tambo on this one. It's a really cool one. It's really fun to play this classic style. So if you want to work on your classic chops, here we go. C section. Don't forget, there's the 6th line. What happens on the 5th line is just a repetition of the last 4 beats of line 4. So you do the end of line 4, and then you do the end line 4 again on the beginning of 5th line, and then you do that same thing again. So repeat that 3 times. Okay? Or repeat it twice, but you hear that line 3 times. Okay? It'll get there. So 1, 2, all of C section. Dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa. Dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka papa ka dunka papa ka papa ka dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa. Dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka 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 ka 5 dunka 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 again dunka 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 6 dunka 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 doom 1, 2, C section again and dunka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa ka dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka papa ka dunka papa ka dunka dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa. Dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka dunka ka dunka dunka ka dunka 5 dunka 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 ka dunka dunka ka dunka. Last line dunka ka dunka ka dunka ka dunka ka. 1, 2, 1 more time and dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa. Dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka papa ka dunka papa ka papa. Dunka ka deka ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka dunka ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa. 4 ka deka ka deka ka dunka ka 5. 6. do it a nice slow tempo, then we'll do it once fast so you have it for posterity.
One question Sam wants to know: are you doing a two-finger tech in the first three beats of the combination on the lick? Two-finger tech in the first three beats of the combinations on the lick.
The first three beats,
Not sure if you
finger techs, I am doing, well, it's three finger roll. You're talking about the tall tech. So 3 on here. But it's actually just one finger playing the tech. It's not 2 fingers. I know a lot of people would play that tech with a ring, but that's kind of it doesn't work for me because it's too much wasted energy. I like to just use, because I come off the roll here. So for example, if you just go teka 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 teka, and the tech is up here and the ka is here, just the middle finger. See how that's there and that's right there, and then the doom is on the index. A great exercise would be to do that. But if you just go teka 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 all day long, it's there. A lot of people do their ring, but then you would go like this. Then your ring finger has to go up and down. So the middle is doing that. So then if I go doom ka teka, that's a no-brainer. Use your index finger. If I go doom ka teka 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 doom ka tek, or doom chick 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 tek chick chick chick, that's a great exercise to practice that. Does that make sense? Doom tech, index middle, index middle. So it's just a lot of energy to bring that ring finger up there. Hopefully that makes sense. But the sky's the limit. You just have a few fingers and one skin. So it's your choice to put what finger you want to do on there. I'm always into well, my first thing is the tone. And then whatever the ergonomics or efficiency of my fingers to get the tone I want is the best thing. Certain traditions say you should do this, that, or the other thing. But sometimes they don't work. Sometimes traditions, you got to know your traditions. But certain things that you have to let go of traditions as we evolved, right? So happy quarantine. So let's do we're going to do A section 2 times, B section 2 times, then just the C section happens once. Then we're going to go back to the top, okay? When we go back to the top, we'll take it a little bit faster, okay? And then when we get to the B section, it's your choice to play it as the rolls in the ka hand or like the tambourine in the other hand. Okay. It just play right through it. So then you'll have it. You can go back to it and play to it on your cassette. I know it's a little bit, it's not a hard rhythm, right? Because if you think of it, even that first line, the ghosted notes are very ghosted. So they're just there to hold place. After I recited so much, I wish I didn't put so many ghosted notes because it's a lot to say, and I'm always out of breath by the end of the 2 lines. But next time. Good. Time a bit faster than the previous one. Here we go. A 1, 2, A section, and one again. Little crescendos in all the teka tekas. Let's do this next section. B. Doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom teka doom roll teka teka pot roll teka teka pot roll teka doom roll teka teka tek roll teka teka doom pa doom doom pa doom pa doom roll teka teka tech roll teka teka doom teka doom roll teka teka pa roll teka teka paka teka doom roll teka teka tech roll teka teka doom teka doom tech doom roll doom tech. Again, B section, doom roll, teka, teka, tech roll, teka, teka, doom, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, tech roll, teka, teka, tech, doom, pa, 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 doom roll, teka, teka, tech roll, teka, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, pot roll, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, tech roll, teka, doom, ta, doom, pa. C section, doom ka teka ka teka ka teka ka doom teka ka doom ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa doom ka teka ka teka ka teka ka doom teka ka doom papa papa doom ka teka ka teka ka teka ka doom teka ka doom ka paka ka paka ka paka ka papa 4 doom ka teka ka teka ka teka ka doom tech doom tech 5 doom tech doom tech doom tech doom tech doom tech 6 doom back to the top and doom teka 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 doom teka doom teka teka paka teka paka teka doom teka 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 doom teka doom papa papa doom teka 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 doom teka teka paka teka or doom teka teka. We're gonna go on this one. Doom tech, doom tech. P section, doom roll teka teka tech roll teka teka doom roll teka pot roll teka pot roll teka doom roll teka tech roll teka doom roll papa kaka doom roll papa kaka papa doom roll teka tech roll teka doom roll teka pak roll teka paka doom roll teka tech roll teka doom roll teka doom C section doom teka doom teka doom paka keep going. C section. Five. Again. Woo! Sorry, my computer was frozen, so I couldn't. The C section was my memory. I was playing it messed up. It's all right, but it's on there the first time, right? Are we cool with that? Are we super cool? And it's there. See, maybe we'll touch it next week. We'll see. Email me, and if you feel like if you got it, and you could practice along with it too. I like to keep things moving along. When we have our live people in here, then um, it makes sense to do things 3 times, and each time you get a little bit better. So you can feel free to give me feedback on it when we're doing it this way. Unless it's the majority, mostly just the same people coming, or new people coming in. I know, but still, then 3 times could work. If not, it might be good just to keep moving through things. Somehow, material just keeps coming through me. I don't understand, but new things are always popping up. I really like coming up with pieces for this. Um, okay, let's put that away. Take a second for yourself. Take your headphones off. Fix your hair. Ah, yeah, I know. I haven't shaved in 2 weeks. My daughter really wants me to do this, so I'm going to go another week and see how it feels. She wakes up every morning and feels my face and does this and that to that. She's 12 and a half, my youngest one. Um, so anything for her? And everything's cool with that? That was a lot of rolls in there, wasn't there? And all that odd time stuff. I'm sure you could just stand a nice simple rhythm now. So we're going to kind of do a simple rhythm. It's going to be a little, it's kind of in the 6. This is the 12 for you piece. I've had it in the folder, if you've noticed, like for the last 4 weeks, and there's always so much stuff, we never get to it. So I really wanted to get to it. We haven't done it since the middle of January. We've only done it once or twice, but I went back to it and I redid it for a singer player version. We had originally this was for a few people. Yeah. And obviously with that last quarantine piece, what's cool about it, you could take any one of those cells or 4-beat phrases as a drill. You know, whether it's on tambourine or just even a roll. You could just spend all day just doing that. First, you just get it without the roll. Tick it, tick it, tick it. And then a roll. Whatever speed you need it. Then you add the next 4 beats, and so on. Then you add the next 8 beats after that. You're just looping that. You're just sitting there on all your Zoom meetings, tapping away. I know a lot of people don't wear pants for the Zoom meetings. I'm wearing pants, in case you can't tell. And then, but you could be tapping under the desk and so on and so forth. That'd be a different kind of lesson. All right, 12 for you. It's in 3/4 time signature. You can think of it as a big 6 or even a big 12. It's got a little bit. There's a little bit of a nod from the Carrot Head piece. If you weren't here, the first level we did this piece called Carrot Head, dedicated to the earth, or my dedication to it. Carrot Head. It worked out cool. Maybe, if we have time, we could do it like as a fast thing at the end, but actually might be too much to. I think you could all get it pretty fast. Really, that's the whole on this one. That's just the whole phrase. Once again, each line has the same hand patterns. You just have different tones. Right? Pow, pow, boom, pow. And the main thing, you could think of this in 12/8/2 and a 1/2/3, 1/2, but that's another thing, another time. So if we think of just here, this is the pulse, and 4 subdivisions per pulse. 1 E and da, 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 1. Right, we're going to take 3 of the pulses and make thread them together to make a musical phrase. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If you get rid of the cause at first, right, you just play the dooms and the techs on the first line. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, tech. Just feel it first. Dun, 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 dun. 1, 2, 1, 2. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, tech. Even just play it on or clap. Long, short, long, 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 short, long, long, short, long, short, long, short, long, 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 short, long, 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 short, long, long, short, long, 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 da da, boom, ba ba, boom, ba ba ba, boom. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, tech, tech. Let's do second line. Doom, tech, tech, doom, pa, pa, pa. Doom, tech, tech, doom, pa, pa, pa. Doom, tech, tech, doom, pa, pa, pa. Tech, tech, doom, pa. One more. Then the third line. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech. Yeah, just like the first line. And then the fourth line. Doom, 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 pa, pa. Doom, 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 pa, pa. You're just leaving out the third beat. Doom, doom, pa, pa. Doom, 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 pa, pa. So we just do that much again without the cause. Then we're going to add the cause in, just so you get the feel of the rhythm, right? Because when you really slow it down, it could almost feel laborious and tedious, and you feel like, where's the music? But right now, you just need to feel it so you'll know what to work up to. No cause, A section, all the way through, just the dooms, techs, and the pause. 1, and doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, pa, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, again. Doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, pa, 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 doom, tech, tech, doom, tech, 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 doom, 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 pa, pa. Okay, now let's slow down and put the other hand in there with the rests. Just to get it in there, just to get it into your system, we're gonna do it nice and slow. This is really the hardest part of the piece. That and the other thing with the rolls, but it's just the rolls that makes the other thing funny. Like doom ka tech tech. We're gonna sing the whole thing once, and then we're gonna play it. A section. 1, 2, ready, and doom ka tech tech ka doom ka tech ka tech tech ka doom ka tech tech ka doom ka pa ka pa pa doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 doom ka doom doom ka pa ka pa. Here we go. Doom ka tech tech ka doom ka tech ka tech tech ka doom ka tech tech doom ka pa ka pa pa ka doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 doom ka doom doom ka pa ka pa. Again. Doom ka tech tech ka doom ka tech ka tech tech ka doom ka tech tech doom ka pa 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 doom ka tech tech doom ka tech ka tech tech ka doom ka doom doom ka pa pa. Again. Doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 ka doom ka tech tech doom ka pa pa doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 doom doom doom. Tiny bit faster and doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 doom ka tech tech doom ka pa 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 doom ka tech tech doom ka tech tech tech. If you notice, I'm barely playing the cause. Doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 doom ka tech tech doom ka pa 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 doom ka tech tech doom ka tech 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 doom ka doom doom pa pa. Doom ka tech tech. Doom da da doom pa pa pa. Hope you feel the pulse inside. Doom 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 pa pa. Good. So you just, in the real scheme of things, you're just gonna do that twice. Thought of many ways to do it today. I thought to do A B A C or A B C A B C, and really those sections are there, and you could just pick and choose when you want to play each one. But for now, we'll do it this way. This part's going to be a little easier. Okay. It's a little bit different swing on this one because you're playing the downbeat of the second beat, where in before you're keeping that empty, right? And both of these together, both of these actually work together. That's how they were written, but we could play them as a single player. Let's just sing it. Sing the whole B section. It's gonna come. 1, 2, ready, and doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa teka ka doom doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa ka pa. Let's play. Doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa teka ka doom doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa ka pa. And doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa teka ka doom doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa ka pa. A fast doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa teka ka doom doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa ka pa. One more. Doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa teka ka doom doom teka pa teka ka tek doom teka pa ka pa. Good. I can feel that one. All right. Let's do the A section 2 times and the B section 2 times. Go back and forth. A, B, A, B. Okay? Just to get that. Here we go. I'll give you 3 for nothing. 1, 2, 3, and doom tek tek doom tek 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 doom tek tek doom bak 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 doom tek tek doom tek 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 doom 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 ba ba. Again. Doom tek tek doom tek 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 doom tek tek doom ba 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 doom tek tek doom tek 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 doom doom doom. B section. Doom tek a ba tek ka tek doom tek a ba tek ka doom doom tek a ba tek ka tek doom tek a ba ka pa. Doom tek a ba tek ka tek doom tek a ba tek ka doom doom tek a ba tek ka tek doom tek a. Back to A. And doom ka tek tek doom tek 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 doom ka tek tek doom ba 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 doom tek tek doom tek 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 tech, doom tech tech, doom ba ba ba, doom tech tech, doom tech tech tech, doom doom doom. B doom tech a ba tech ga tech, doom tech a ba tech ga doom doom tech a ba tech ga tech, doom tech a ba ga ba. One more doom tech a ba tech ga tech, doom tech a ba tech ga doom doom tech a ba tech ga tech, doom. Let's go to C. Doom roll teka teka ba roll teka teka doom roll teka teka ba roll teka ka doom roll teka teka ba roll teka teka doom roll teka doom doom ba. Just to see how it feels to go into there. So if you get rid of the R's, the rolls, it goes doom teka teka ba teka teka doom teka teka ba teka ka doom teka teka ba teka teka doom doom pa. That much again. 2, 1. So R's are spaces. 1, 2, ready, and doom, teka, teka, ba, teka, teka, doom, teka, teka, ba, teka, ka, doom, teka, teka, ba, teka, teka, doom, doom, ba. Now with the roll, slower. Doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, teka. 1, 2, ready, and doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, ka, doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, teka, doom roll, teka, doom, pa, and doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, ka, doom roll, teka, teka, pa roll, teka, teka, doom roll, teka. First 4 lines again, the same thing. Doom roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, teka, room roll, teka, doom, pa. Woo! And the second half of the C section, you're just inverting it. Instead of doom roll, teka, teka, it's teka, teka, doom roll, teka, teka, pot roll, teka, teka. It's actually, it's as if you started it on, if you started the first 4 beats of the A section on the second beat instead of the first beat, and you start with the teka, right? If you look at that, it just kind of goes into it that way, if you know what I'm saying. But let's just do it. The second half, last 4 blinds of the C section, without the R's first, okay? 1, 2, ready, and teka teka doom, teka teka pa, teka teka doom, teka ka pa, teka teka doom, teka teka pa, teka teka doom pa again, teka teka doom, teka teka pa, teka teka doom, teka ka pa, teka teka doom, teka teka pa, teka teka one more time, and teka teka doom, teka teka pa, teka teka doom, teka ka pa, teka teka doom, teka teka pa, teka teka doom pa. Now with rolls, okay, a little slower. Teka, we're gonna sing it once. 1, 2, ready, and teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom roll, teka ka pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom pa. Let's try. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom roll, teka ka pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom pa again. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom roll, teka ka pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom pa again. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom roll, teka ka pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa roll, teka teka doom pa. Okay, let's loop the C section a couple times. Okay, and just play it on here for now. All right, at that tempo, the whole C section, all 8 lines. We're gonna loop it. 1, 2, C section, and doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka doom pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka ka pot, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom pa again. Doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka ka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka doom pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pa, teka teka doom roll, teka pa, teka teka doom roll, teka pa roll, teka teka doom doom pa. Let's do it faster, okay? And then we'll put all of it together. Actually, we're about at tempo. Maybe we'll take the first part a little faster too after. 1, 2, here we go. Doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka doom doom pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka pa, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom again. Doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka doom doom pa. Teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom roll, teka pa, teka teka doom roll, teka teka pot roll, teka teka doom doom pa. Woo! And then we would go back to that. So let's do A, B, C, A. Okay? Let's see if I can get it small enough. 1 segundo. Let me get the proper, so I don't have to flip the pages for you. All right. There we go. It's going to be QRS. It's going to happen. We're so close. All right, that's the way. Do you remember the first part? You see the relationship between those two sections? Of course, I didn't do the single player version, which I really need to do. There we go. All right. Maybe we'll do it since we've done it slow, just so you have it. We just have a few minutes left in this section. And in this session, just so you have it fast, so you can play it up to speed, and you could always slow it down as usual. Wonder how many of you actually use that slow down function to learn the piece. Let me know, email me about that too. I'm always curious. There's so much mind reading I could do. A 2 times, B 2 times, C 2 times. A 2 times. And I think we should just do that. We should just go through it twice and then finish it. A, B, C as written, 2 times each. I give you 3 for nothing. 1, 2, 3. Doom, deck, deck, doom, deck, 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 doom, deck, deck, doom, pop, 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 doom, deck, deck, doom, deck, 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 doom, 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 pop, pop, doom, deck, deck, doom, deck, 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 doom, deck, deck, doom, pop, 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 doom, deck, deck, doom, deck, 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 doom, 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 pop, pop. Move on. Doom, deck, pop, deck, deck, doom, deck, pop, deck, doom, doom, deck, pop, deck, deck, doom, deck, pop, pop, doom, deck, pop, deck, deck, doom, deck, pop, deck, doom, doom, deck, pop, deck, deck, doom, deck, pop, pop. See, doom, roll, deck, pop, roll, deck, doom, roll, deck, pop, roll, deck, doom, roll, deck, pop, roll, deck, doom, roll, deck, doom, doom, pa. Take doom roll, take a pot roll, take a doom roll, take a pot, take a doom roll, take a pot roll, take a doom doom pa again. Doom roll, take a pot roll, take a doom roll, take a pot roll, take a doom roll, take a pot roll, take a doom roll, take a doom doom pa. Take a doom roll, take a pot roll, take a doom roll, take a pot, take a doom roll, take a pot roll, take a back to the A. Doom, deck, doom, deck, doom, deck, doom, pop, 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 doom, deck, doom, deck, doom, 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 pop, pop. Nice and light. Doom, deck, doom, deck, doom, deck, doom, pop, 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 doom, deck, doom, deck, doom, 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 pop, pop. B, doom, deck, pop, deck, doom, deck, pop, deck, doom, doom, deck, pop, deck, doom, deck, pop, pop. Doom, deck, doom, deck, pa, doom, doom, deck, pa. roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a doom pot. Take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a pot take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom. See again. Doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a doom pot. Take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom roll take a pot take a doom roll take a pot roll take a doom pot. Woohoo! All right, that was really cool. Sweet. Are there any questions before we go home? And we actually did so much today. You think about the graduating meters thing we did, see if that's in there. That'd be fun things to work on. You could just pull out different lines you want, but it's really good to keep the stepping and to going back to that one, and feeling how you shift from the different meters. And it's kind of mathematical. So that's why you don't have to think about it too much. It just kind of flows out. And then the castagnettes piece, the quarantine piece, and then this one. So send us a message, and if there's anything else you want to work on, sometimes people send me ideas. That's always cool and welcome. Most of the time I could do it, or sometimes I turn it into a piece, or sometimes I just might answer you right away. And usually I do. Sometimes it takes a minute. It just depends on what's happening in the world. And that's it. I thought it might be fun just to jam out. Maybe I'll just jam out on quarantine piece. I feel like I'm playing more these days. I don't really. Well, my performance. I was supposed to be in Florida this weekend. Is not going to happen in this beautiful 100-acre resort playing music for this retreat. Yeah, it sounds horrible, doesn't it? Alligators and big herons and it's really amazing sunsets. It's still there. All those things are there. I'm sure the wildlife super happy. I'm sure. Well, let me find my piece in this form so I don't have to switch pages, because I make a PDF for you everything, because the difference between PCs and Macs can get crazy in the doc world. So I'm just gonna jam, and I'll do the ace. I'll just go through it as written, but I'm just super jammy on it. Maybe I'll do it 2 times. So thanks for coming, everybody. This is the Quarantine Castagnettes, by the way. This is the way. If I'm gonna play it, I kind of feel it that way. So I'm just playing the in-between notes, very in between. Let's see over here. Let's do this. All right. So thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. Super happy Earth Day. You still got a few hours in this day. Actually, if you're on the West Coast, you got many more hours. Hope you're probably enjoying some of the sunset super soon, right? Take your tambourine out to the beach, or your drum. Most people love it or like it. Most. Yeah. All right. And thanks once again. And make sure to give all your beloveds big hugs or virtual hugs, and make sure to call up all the people that you know, especially those who are more alone than you, and send them a lot of love and a lot of drumming power. Just tell them to hang on, put the phone down, and play some music for them. I mean, like, what could be better when you're in a quarantine? A bunch of teka-teka-tekas. 1, 2, ready, and do that again. the C section. And then you could just jam on that first part forever. And then the C section. Thank you. Good night. Love you. Bye bye.